Okay, publisher journey video of the day. How you doing? Lots of good things going forward with my publishing business behind the scenes. This year I just want to do a much better job. Last year my sales were really slow the first half of the year, but the second half went back to normal, and eventually December I hit my biggest December with Amazon KDP alone. Okay, the other platforms weren't as high for December, but for Amazon KDP, which is my main platform, it was the highest I've ever had before. And that's ironic because I started off extremely slow the first half of the year, but the second half I finished strong. And primarily it was because I decided to embrace AI in the second half of the season of the year, and everything turned around, and I ended up publishing more books last year than any other year, thanks to AI. And I did about 60 plus books, 61 books to be exact, I believe. And this year I want to aim to get 100 plus books done. So I've been really busy in terms of creating content, but at the same time I also realize I need to make improvements. Publishing is kind of a very lonely journey, I would say, because most people don't do what we do. We're kind of like a unique job. It's like a unique job, right? It's also a very unique business. Okay, you can see a lot of businesses, restaurants everywhere, right? But you don't meet someone who does publishing on a regular, everyday basis. It's kind of different, and that's why sometimes you end up kind of doing your own thing only. And that's kind of like good, but it's also kind of not the best thing either, right? It's good to do your own thing, have your own vision, and follow it, and be true to yourself. But at the same time, it's important to also learn from other people. And that's kind of something that I've lacked last year. And most of the reason is because I was so busy just doing and doing and doing. So I didn't take time to learn. Go out there and learn, or even watch videos on YouTube about publishing. I kind of was, just because for me personally, I want to learn from someone who's actually getting real life results, who's not just teaching it, but actually doing publishing behind the scenes as well. And as far as I've seen, there's people who do that, but not everyone who creates content is actually doing it. So I just decided, let me just focus on doing it, and less consuming, just more creating. But this year I realized, man, I've also watched content recently where there's publishers getting incredible results. And that's when I started to realize, I got to learn from other people. I got to see what they're doing so I can implement and tweak and pivot and make adjustments to my publishing business. So although I'm very busy just doing and doing and doing for the past year, because of AI, because with AI it's like once you're done with a book, there is no downtime. There's the next book to do, so it's good because you're able to grow faster. But they're also, at the same time, there's competitors who are also using AI, so it doesn't make everything easy either, right? But one of the lessons I've learned reflecting back is if I want to grow, I got to also learn from other people who are also getting results. So this year, what I'm starting to do that I haven't really done as much last year is I'm going to do my best to watch almost all videos by people who are actually getting results in publishing, who are teaching as well on YouTube. So I don't have to watch everything. I just want to learn from people who are actually getting results. And I'm sure there's people who are not getting as much results or teaching, and they're good at teaching. But for me, just to save time, I just want to cut through the clutter and just listen to the people who are actually showing proof and results. Those are the people I want to watch. I haven't done that as much, but for example, if I was working, I would listen to music, kind of good vibes and just work on my business. But now I don't want to do that anymore. While I'm working, I want to listen to publishing videos. I have YouTube Premium, so one of the good things about YouTube Premium is that there's no commercials. Okay, you can just play the whole video, and on top of that, you can put your phone off and you can play the video. So lately, I've been doing that. I've been listening to publishing videos, learning from other people, and sometimes you don't get the best, an applicable, practical lesson overnight, just like that. But sometimes you get surprised just by watching more and more videos. In the end of the video, someone may make a comment about this tool or this thing to do, this technique to do, tactic to apply. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. I could apply it to my business. So I just realized, you know what, man, I gotta learn more. It's not just about taking massive action, but you gotta also learn. You gotta be a learning machine, like Ty Lopez says, be a learning machine and take massive action. And Tony Robbins would add, gauge how you're doing and make adjustments based on the results. And then keep on keeping on. So for right now, what I'm doing is I want to commit myself to this year, learn a lot more. When I have downtime, instead of watching just random YouTube videos or whatever I want to watch, whether it's I like watching documentaries or TV shows here and there, no, I gotta cut that down, man. Or even music, I gotta really do better taking my time to learn and fall in love with learning. You can't force yourself to learn unless you love it, right? So I want to get my passion back for publishing, man. I kind of lost that from just the cycle of just doing and just being a lone wolf. And I realized I got to learn, I got to connect, I got to network with other people. Even though I know everyone's busy, I got to just improve on that. And number 2, I'm going to keep on keeping on, improving my craft. Like right now, I'm going to the bookstore. And one of the reasons I'm going to the bookstore is because whenever I go to the bookstores, I get humbled. I realize, wow, look at these books. They got so many pictures. They're formatted so professionally. And it just humbles you. It humbles me. Like, I realize, wow, I got to work on my craft. Just when you think you're, at a certain level, you get humbled, and that's good because you realize, oh, I got to work on my crafts. That's why I want to go to a bookstore, take a look at the books, maybe get some book ideas. I've gotten some good book ideas just going to a bookstore. Sometimes I get tired of just staring at a computer screen or my phone doing research like that. So sometimes it's cool to just go to a bookstore. Just go to a bookstore and just check out the books, okay? And for me, when I go to a bookstore, I go to every single nonfiction category. Before I was a publisher, I would go to a bookstore and just focus on personal development or business or self-improvement section, and that was it. But now as a publisher, you know what I do? I go to every single category, man, in the nonfiction section. I don't know. I just do because I'm trying to get a niche topic, or I'm trying to find, how they angle the book. How do they angle the book? Differentiate whatever niche it is, because I can apply to my niches, right? And I'm a publisher for all topics from A to Z, kind of like for dummies in a smaller scale. But I love to just look at every single category. I'll be in the business section, I'll be in the self-improvement, I'll be in the health, I'll be in the relationships, I'll be in the sports section, I'll be in animals. I would spend like an hour or 30 minutes to an hour just looking at every single book, just whatever topic stands out, whatever book angle stands out. So if you're a publisher or an author, study other people's books so you can get some ideas to implement into your own book, right? So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to go to a bookstore and check out different bookstores. I live in the LA area, so there's a lot of different types of bookstores out there. Used bookstores, Barnes & Noble. In San Diego area, several years ago, I actually went to an Amazon bookstore. There's actually an Amazon bookstore in the mall in San Diego. I wonder if it's still there, but it was pretty exciting. That was like 5+ years ago. I went to San Diego and I saw an Amazon bookstore, and I'm kind of surprised they don't have as many That was 5+ years ago. I was hoping they would have a lot of books, but for my research after finding out that bookstore in San Diego, it was near La Jolla. And it was at a mall. I think it's called UTC Mall or something like that. They might still have it. I'm not sure. It was pretty small, though. I think I asked the worker there, hey, how do you get your books out there? Because I publish books on Amazon even then. And he said something like, the person working there said something like, oh, you got to have at least a 4 stars or higher for your Amazon reviews. And if it's popular, they put it out there. Or something like that. But that was many years ago, so I don't know about now. But yeah, check out different bookstores. That's what I'm gonna do. And also, I recently hired another virtual assistant today. I was mainly working with one virtual assistant, but I hired a second virtual assistant today, so I can delegate and do more projects at the same time. You know, one of the things that helped me grow my business was delegation. You know, because you can't do everything, honestly. A lot of business owners, we have this challenge. We want to do everything on our own. We want to be the bottle washer, the chief cook, the everything, right? The janitor, everything, as they say. But that's not how you really grow your business. You got to delegate. You got to let go of control. You got to train and you got to delegate to other people so you can focus on other things at a higher level and whatnot. So right now, you know, I knew I had to do that, but I hired another virtual assistant, and we're going to take it one step at a time. I actually hired this person back in the days. We took a break for a minute, but decided, you know what, let's work together again, and we're going to move forward. And I'm excited because, you know what, now I can do some other work that I wanted to do, such as Facebook ads. Facebook ads is actually very popular with fiction authors. And I've heard a lot of people, believe it or not, make up to 7 figures in sales doing Facebook ads. It's not really talked about on YouTube. Interestingly, no one really shows videos about it. It's very kind of kept hush, I feel like, because no one really shows video training on how to do Facebook ads. But you know what? I'm gonna just go for it. You know, I've tried out Facebook ads with the basics information I knew. You know, I'm just trying to keep it simple. And I'm going to do a basic Facebook ad, driving traffic to Amazon Kindle ebook and Amazon paperback and Shopify. I'm doing Shopify to do direct selling. I haven't really succeeded at a high level yet, but I have made sales using Facebook ads with Shopify. And one of the reasons I want to do Shopify is because I want to diversify. I don't want to just be reliant on one platform, Amazon alone. I love Amazon, but we all want multiple streams of income, right? We all want to have multiple baskets. So, and the people who are really succeeding in the publishing industry, and I learned this from going to a big event called 20 Books to 50K for 3 years in a row, were the people doing Facebook ads in conjunction with Shopify. And this was mostly fiction authors and whatnot. But you know what? Whatever they do, we can implement into the nonfiction world. So that's what I want to do moving forward. Do Facebook ads and test out driving traffic to Shopify and also Amazon paperback and ebook as well. Those are the 3 platforms. And if I do this right, you know, and the way I'm going to just find out the results is just common sense. I'm going to take a look at my sales from the past month compared to this month, and take a look at the ads, the books that were advertised on Facebook, and just compare. Was there an improvement? Simple as that. I'm not going to complicate the whole process. I don't need to know every single thing. That's my attitude with a lot of things. As long as I know the basics and I can create an ad, let's go. And then let's scale for all the books that I have for my brand. And that's what I want to plan on doing. And as you continue to do things, you learn more, right? Me and my team members. So that's what we're going to do moving forward, doing Facebook ads, direct selling, and let's get to it. And on top of that, I want to keep on improving Amazon ads. I do a lot of Amazon ads already. My other virtual assistant that I'm working with already is doing the managing the Amazon ads in terms of the creating the ads, also optimizing the ads, you know, and stuff like that. I do check Amazon ads on a daily basis too, in terms of the broad things. But in terms of the managing, optimizing, I have delegated that to a virtual assistant. And on top of that, other projects that I have in mind moving forward is just to create content. Keep on creating books. That's the main high income generating activity. As of right now, I'm doing it right now. I'm creating the book topics. I'm researching the book topics, creating the outline, and creating the book with the AI. But as of right now, I want to do that on my own because I feel comfortable doing that. I've done that for 60 plus books with AI. I published, 450 plus books altogether, majority of them working with real life freelancers, everyday experts for their niche topics and passions, all topics A to Z. But so I kind of feel like right now that's where I'm good at. Okay. But am I the best at it? No, I could definitely improve. That's why I'm going to a bookstore. Whenever I go to a bookstore, I get humbled. I'm like, wow, look at this book. This book has tons of images. Look at the formatting. So I got to keep on improving. I forgot what's the Japanese saying. They have a word, just improve like 1% a day or something. Kaizen or something. Kaizen principle. Keep improving, man. And to keep improving, you got to fall in love with publishing. And I'll be honest, there's been times when I was passionate about my online business. But there's been times too, I'll be honest, it's not always up. I've been kind of like not as passionate about my publishing business. Why? Because maybe I felt like I was kind of being stagnant. But recently watching other publishers getting results, that has inspired me to move forward as well. And I want to do better, man. So a lot of good things happening. I'm going to continue creating books, keep improving my craft. It's not just about quantity, but quality. I want to keep learning how to do better books and then scale. I want to delegate better, delegate the high income generating activities to my team members. And also, I want to do better advertising for Amazon ads and Facebook ads. And I want to create YouTube content for my publishing brand. I want to delegate that too. Just simple how-to videos, all topics A to Z, just to get traffic and whatnot and go from there, So that's pretty much it. Publisher journey video of the day. I want to do better videos too. Another thing is I want to be teaching what I'm learning behind the scenes. Right now I'm talking about my publishing journey because I'm just documenting the journey like Gary Vee says. But in the future, I want to be better at teaching too. That's one of my goals in publishing that I have yet really succeeded in. I admit that. Why? Because I've been busy doing publishing. But one of my goals for fulfillment purposes, as well as another side income down the line, okay, as if I do succeed, and hopefully I do succeed in that, is to teach. Because even Tony Robbins says, majority of his income, I heard him speak in one of his seminars, Unleash the Power or something like that. He makes majority of his income from his businesses, but he spends 80% of his time in teaching, doing seminars, which is actually 20% of his income. And people clap because you know what? He enjoys doing that. That's what I want to do. I see other people who are producing, teaching at a high level. I'm like, wow, that's inspiring. That's what I want to do. And in order to do that, I got to be better at creating content. Okay, I'm gonna, and keep improving my craft for doing YouTube as well. My YouTube has been dead, I'll be honest, for a long time. I gotta figure out what's my style, what's my unique angle in publishing, in the publishing world. How can I give my own flavor value to the world of publishing? First and foremost, before I do that, I gotta fall in love back with publishing. I gotta fall back in love with publishing, man. That's step number one, and that's what I want to do. I've had my ups and downs in my internet marketing journey. So I know there's been times when I felt good and was doing well. There's been times when I've been down. But that's another story. I got to do better moving forward, and not just publishing, all aspects of my life. Okay. So thanks for watching. I gotta go. If you want to learn more from me, publishing, an everyday person who's making a full-time income online with publishing, click that link below the video, check out my resources, or check out my books, for all topics from A to Z by my publishing brand, HowExpert. Thanks for watching. I gotta go. Oh yeah, another thing. I gotta do more audiobooks. I've ignored that the entire year last year. I've only done like one audiobook. I've already published 500 plus audiobooks with 2 publishing brands, one fiction, one nonfiction. But I gotta do audiobooks. That's another goal I have. I posted up almost all the jobs. I have 100 jobs right now that I need to turn into audiobooks that have already been published as books. I gotta turn into audiobooks. That's money I'm not making just by not turning into audiobooks. So I'm excited for that as well. Anyways, I gotta go. Thanks for watching. Talk soon and take care. And most importantly, take action.